Hello everyone, we're back with another unboxing. Today we've got Millim. From that time I got reincarnated as a slime. She also comes with Rimuru right over here, which is kind of neat. Millim is very cute. She's got a lot of cute expressions. That's why I figured I'd pick her up. And since then she has gone on sale pretty much everywhere. So if you want to grab a copy of her Nendoroid, then you pretty much look on any website and you'll probably find her on sale. Ami's got her pretty cheap. She's cheap on Amazon. She's cheap on madman.com if you're in Australia. So take your pick, really. Alright. Also, I really like her color scheme. Like, I like the bubblegum pink as well as the sky blue going on for Rimuru. So it really works nicely. Those are like my two favorite colors. Alright. We have some instructions. Let's see. Complete image. Oh, okay, that's how to put Rimuru together with her. Right, nice. Pretty straightforward stuff. Alright. She has a very big hair thing. Alright. I'm lazy, so I'm just gonna rip this. Come on, there we go. Take two. Off you go. Gone. Let's try not to break our hair bits. That probably is a very big concern for a lot of people, I would reckon. Because they're very thin and easy to break off, I would assume. I've managed to not break one off yet, but I hope that stays that way. Okay, that's interesting. She's on a ball joint for her connecting bit here. There we go. Which is interesting. Is her legs also? Oh, yeah. Cool. So we got ball joints everywhere. Nice. I do like me ball joints. Makes posing things very easy. There we go. Millim in all her glory in her out of the box pose. Let's try to get that leg back into place. Oh, okay, so her legs like naturally point inwards. Nice. Alright. Very cute. Alright, let's get you back in there. Let's pull out some faceplates first, actually. We also got the stand and usual stuff, I assume, back here. Yeah, stand, the connecting branch bit, and the base, and extra neck bit, as usual. Alright, here we have a smiling to the side thing. I don't know how well the cameras can pick it off, but she's got that little tooth as well. Come on, nope. Well, she's got a tooth there. Take my word for it. Then we have this pose, her kind of wow and amazed pose whenever she sees something cool. Very nice faceplate, honestly. I do love me a good faceplate, and I think that really makes or breaks a figure in my opinion. Alright, let's get Rimuru Tempest out of here. Come on. Are you squishy? No, you're not. You just kind of... I don't know, he feels kind of weird. He kind of feels like a slime. Like he should be squishy. This is weird. I don't know how to explain it. He's got an interesting texture to him that feels like you could squish it, but you can't. Oh, can you? No, you can't. I'm imagining it. I'm losing my mind. Well, yeah, this goes under her arm and she's just kind of crushing her mabudachi, which is a nice pose. Alright, what else do we have here? A couple of arm pieces, holding thing. I guess she can cross her arm. Oh yeah, crossing her arms. Peace sign and pointing thing. Alright, very nice. Let's get into some poses. Alright, we're going to stick to the same format we did with the Yugi video, and I'm just going to have it kind of free form rather than on the stand until the very last pose. That way it's easier for me to film. But anyway, a couple of days has passed since I was last filming because some dude showed up to do the gardening and it was very loud. So if the lighting looks different, that's probably why it's a few days later. But anyway, here is Millim with her arms crossed. A very simple pose. Her arms kind of come off here. So just where the elbow is, right there, that pulls off. Oh, also I've gone and cut my finger again because I've been doing some IKEA shelf building. And right, then you attach these two pieces, which can also rotate to make it a little easier to push in, and then you push those in, and then that's pretty much it. Very simple pose, nothing too fancy going on. The hair moves in crazy wild directions. Like, look, she could fly with this thing. It's ridiculous. Well, I guess they do have muscles if you watched that I think it was in the OVA that they did the tournament thing, and they showed off her hair muscles. What a flex. But yeah, very simple pose, so let's move on to something else. Alright, here's our next pose. I did kind of want to have her in this pose to display as, because it's got Rimuru with it. But I'm not really a fan of the faceplate, like the default smile faceplate. It just kind of looks kind of blank and plain, especially seeing like almost every Nendoroid has that same kind of blank smile sort of face. So I think I'll go with something else for when displaying her. But here's how it works. So it's got the same arms that she comes out of the box with. You just kind of rotate this part of the arm around that way. And Rimuru just kind of sits on her bow right over there. And you kind of just plop her hand on him, and he's kind of good. Also, one thing to note is there is kind of like a line across his face. That's probably from the molding process. I guess they just kind of drop him like in two ways. I have no idea. But actually, hold on. What's the weird... There's also like a weird bubble just going through him. Okay, cool. Well, that's a bit random, but if you are looking to display him in that pose, that's something worth noting. Or is it just that reflection? No. He just... Oh, okay. So that bubble there is where her hand is supposed to go. That little thing there. I guess her thumb goes there to kind of keep him in place. But it does kind of extend quite deep into him, and since he's fairly transparent, you can see it. I don't know if the camera's going to pick it up. Let's see. There we go. So that bubble just right there just doesn't look fantastic, as well as there's that line right here going across him. So I won't display him like this, but if you want to, just keep in mind he's got those things there. Anyway, let's move on to another pose. Alright, here's our next pose. I believe this is supposed to be that like eye pull pose that anime characters do. I don't know what it's even called, like, or how to describe it. It's just like the like kind of teasing, making fun of face. You know what I'm talking about though. But this thing's a lot easier to get into position just because of her legs being on joints as well as the main body being on a joint. So that's pretty good. So all you really do is change the faceplate, kind of put her hand up, and then put that hand behind her, and then she kind of is looking down and up and angled and all over the place. Let's see if I can get it back into position. So you push the legs forward, push the body up, and then tilt the head, and then there we go. That's kind of it there. Also, her hair thing does rotate as well, so you can put it however you want. I believe it's supposed to be something like that when she's doing this. So it'd be like that. I really do like the fact that they're making everything on ball joints. It makes things a lot easier as well to rotate and get the angles just perfect. But yeah, so that's it for this pose. Let's move on to another one. Alright, next up we've got her peace sign pose. Again, not too far off from some of the other poses. All that really changes is you change this arm bit here out for another one, and then kind of tilt her head again. You can also put her legs apart just so it's like a bit more intimidating, I guess. I don't know, has more presence. But a very nice pose. Like, I think the faceplates really are what make Millim. They really kind of show off her character very well, and that kind of eccentric, fun friend, fun-loving, kind of playful character that she is, as well as some of the arm pieces that go really well together. But I think really what shines with this figure is that the fact that it's got this rotatable torso as well as the legs. It just really makes posing things a lot easier. Usually it'll take me like 5-10 minutes just to get the angles perfect for every figure that I've opened so far, but this one just, like, I can mess around with it super easily and then just get it back into position how I want it to. It's that simple. So hopefully that's like something they're gonna keep doing going forward, because I really appreciate it, because it's making my life a lot easier. Plus, it makes things more dynamic. So if you want to come up with your own poses, it's a lot easier to do that too. But anyway, yeah, that's going to do it for this pose. Let's get on to the final pose. Alright, and last but not least, we have Millim's excited pose with her excited faceplate. Honestly, I think this is definitely my favorite just because it really captures the character well. That whole excitement getting shown, like the simplest of things, and being surprised by it and getting all like woo and stuff. So this is quite a nice pose. One thing to note though is the connecty bit is kind of short, like it's very short, much shorter than most other figures that I've opened so far, which is a bit weird. It does feel like it's fine. Like I know some of the other figures have had like shorter holes, like the Fate ones. I think it was Gilgamesh that had that, but this one's just got a short stub, but it fits well in the figure. I think the hole is small enough for the peg to fit in nice and securely, which is good, so she doesn't feel like she's falling over. And then again, it's kind of, you've got the body that can kind of move properly as well as everything on joints, so you can sort of angle her in a more expressive way, I guess you could say. But yeah, very nice figure. I'm very pleased with how they made it, actually. If anything, like, her faces and poses are like fine. It's not mind-blowing, but I think the way they've made it is definitely brilliant. Hopefully they'll keep doing this kind of ball-jointed body as well as the legs, which seems to be the case for all the figures that I've unboxed, like in the 1000s and up. So that's good. But yeah, so that's it for Millim. I might get Rimuru at some point, but he's like an okay character. Like, he's not fantastically interesting. He's like stereotypical isekai protagonist, you know, that kind of character. But maybe I'll pick him up if I see him cheap at some point. Who knows? But that's going to do it for this one. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like. Subscribe if you want to see some more Nendoroid content. We've got daily videos every weekday at 12 p.m. Australian time. I'm not sure what I'm going to do next. I will go and consult my backlog of figures, and we will see what happens next. But yes, stay tuned, because we've got another unboxing of some kind tomorrow. Alright guys, have a good one. Bye!